Bridging the gap of illiteracy. Breakthrough on education amidst pandemic. Breaking connections to the world. Empowering language on humanity. Let's bring the world of learning in one channel. Welcome to DCBEST MNHS English TV.
Hello everyone! Again, I am Ma'am Alin, your grade 7 English teacher, and welcome to DCBEST MNHS English TV, our grade 7 English learning hub. For week 6 of quarter 1, we're going to talk about phrases, clauses, and sentences. For the most essential learning competency, use phrases, clauses, and sentences appropriately and meaningfully. For the duration of this lesson, week 6, from October 18 to October 22. And for the reference, English 7 Pivot 4A Learners Material, pages 26 to 30. This lesson explains the forms, differences, and the relationship among phrases, clauses, and sentences. This also highlights the ways in writing and forming phrases, clauses, and sentences. Lesson objectives: define and differentiate phrase, clause, and sentence. Identify phrases and clauses used in a sentence. Differentiate the two types of clauses and write meaningful sentences. Before we proceed to our main topic, let us have exercises first to check your knowledge in identifying phrase, clause, and sentence. Remember, this is just a preliminary activity. There's no need to submit your answer in this learning task. So, don't worry if you will have difficulty in differentiating phrase, clause, and sentence. We are just beginning. Just have fun and challenge yourself. Learning Task 1 on page 26. Read each group of words. Identify each group as to phrase, clause, or sentence. In your notebook, classify them by completing the table. So we have 10 group of words. 1. An empty room. 2. I am sick. 3. Horror movies lately. 4. While you were sleeping. 5. I found my coin purse under my bed. 6. If I were a boy. 7. Above the clouds. 8. Although she graduated. 9. But she fixed it. 10. Where are you going? So here is the table. We have phrase, clause, and sentence. Okay, you can pause the video and give yourself enough time to answer this task. You can write your answer on your notebook. Now, get your notebook and let's check your answer. Let us check. Number 1. An empty room. It is a phrase. Very good. Number 2. I am sick. It is a sentence. Good job. Number 3. Horror movies lately. It is a phrase. Good job. Number 4. While you were sleeping is a clause. Good. Number 5. I found my coin purse under my bed. It is a sentence. Good job. Number 6. If I were a boy is a clause. Number 7. above the clouds is? Okay, it is a praise. Good job. Number 8, although she graduated is a clause. Good. Number 9, but she fixed it is? Okay, very good. It is a clause. And last, number 10, where are you going is a sentence. Good job. After doing the exercises given in Learning Task 1, have you noticed the difference on how phrase, clause, and sentence are formed? I am sure you did. But before I finally talk about phrase, clause, and sentence, and what makes each of their outstanding characteristics, let us again challenge your minds. Try to show your knowledge about our topic even before we discuss it. Let's go! Learning Task 2 on pages 26 to 27. Identify what is being asked in each statement. Choose the letter of the best answer. Write your answer in your notebook. Again, this is not a part of your output, just a knowledge check. Number 1. It is a group of words that does not consist of a subject and a verb. A. Clause. B. Phrase. C. Sentence. D. Predicate. And the answer is B. Phrase. 2. The topic of a sentence is called A. Clause. B. Phrase. C. Sentence. And D. Subject. Answer is subject. Number 3. I found some old coins under my grandmother's bed. The underlined words in the sentence is an example of A. Sentence. B. Phrase. C. Clause. And D. Subject. It is an example of a phrase. Letter B. 4. The group of words across the street is an example of A. Phrase. B. Clause. C. Sentence. And D. Verb. And it is a phrase. Letter A. Number 5. It acts as single part of speech in a sentence. A. Verb. B. Clause. C. Sentence. Or D. Phrase. It is verb. Letter A. Number 6. A group of words with subject and predicate is called, it can also be called a simple sentence. A. Phrase. B. Subject. C. Clause. And D. Predicate. The answer is C. Clause. Number 7. One of the types of clause that can stand alone as a sentence is called A. Dependent. B. Independent. C. Sentence. Or D. Phrase. It is independent. Letter B. Number 8. This group of words, whenever I eat, is an example of A. Sentence. B. Phrase. C. Clause. Or D. Subject. It is C. Clause. Number 9. My friend was very happy when she met her favorite actor yesterday. What is the independent clause in the sentence? A. Her favorite actor. B. Once she met her favorite actor yesterday. C. My friend was very happy. And D. My friend was very happy when she met her favorite actor. And the independent clause in the sentence is letter C. My friend was very happy. Number 10. Blank is part of a sentence which can be dependent or independent. A. Predicate. B. Phrase. C. Clause. Or D. Sentence. It is a clause. Letter C. How did you go? I am sure through that practice test, you already have a clear idea of telling which is phrase, which is clause, and which is sentence. Now, let's talk about them further. Phrase, clause, and sentence. A phrase. Examples. On the table. No subject, no verb. Finish the task. No subject. Christine and her friends. No verb. A phrase is a group of words that stands together as a single grammatical unit, typically as part of a clause or a sentence. It cannot stand alone as it does not contain a subject and a verb. It does not give a complete idea. It usually consists of an article, preposition, or noun. A phrase acts as a noun, an adjective, or an adverb in a sentence, so it can also be defined as a group of related words which lacks a subject and a verb that acts a single part of speech in a sentence. A clause is a group of words having both subject and the verb. It can sometimes act as a sentence, but it's not always the case. Two types of clauses. We have independent clause and dependent clause. An independent clause. We have here an examples in bold letters. After I die, I will be forgotten. I love my country, so I will make sure to protect its sovereignty. When we pay our taxes diligently, it shows that we love our country. A dependent clause. Dependent clauses begin with subordinating conjunction such as before, if, when, after, so, hence, therefore, since, because, so that, and so on. The bold-faced clauses have a subject and a verb, but the idea or thought is incomplete. After I did my best to study, I received high marks. Because I woke up late, I was not able to pass my projects on time. Before you leave the classroom, make sure to turn off all the lights. Meanwhile, a dependent clause is one that cannot stand alone as a sentence. It is called dependent clause because it needs to be attached or joined to an independent clause. It is a supporting part of a sentence. Dependent clauses begin with subordinating conjunctions such as before, if, when, after, so, hence, therefore, since, because, so that, and so on. A sentence is a set of words that contains a subject, what the subject is about or the topic of the sentence, and a predicate, what is said about the subject. As such, a sentence contains a subject and a predicate. It expresses a complete thought and begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop, a period, a question mark, or exclamation point. Examples: everyone needs food. Are you okay? Look out! I like you. I study hard. When the teacher makes the subject fun, we learn a lot. As a Boy Scout, you should know how to pitch your tent. She failed to read the direction, that is why she got lost. I was very tired, so I decided to stay at home. Now, I'm sure you are ready to accomplish the outputs to be submitted for week 6, but remember, you have to make your intermediate paper presentable with complete details. Don't forget to write your surname, given name, and your middle initial with your grade level and section, quarter 1, week 6, and the subject, which is English 7. We have Day 2, Learning Task 3, page 28. Day 3, Learning Task 5, page 29. Day 4, Learning Task 6, page 30. Oops! Let us review our lesson. Phrase versus clause versus sentence. What is a phrase? Group of words. And a clause is a group of words. Also, sentence is a group of words. But phrase is an incomplete thought or idea. Clause, almost complete thought or idea. And sentence has a complete thought or idea. A phrase don't have any subject and verb. A clause has a subject and verb. And a sentence has a subject and verb also. Phrase is a part of sentence. A clause is also a part of sentence. And a sentence is a phrase plus clause. Day 2. Learning Task 3. To complete the sentences, match column A with the most appropriate word group in the column B. Write the letters of your answer. This can be found in page 28. Column A, we have 1. The wedding ceremony. 2. My best friend agreed. 3. Dancing in the shower. 4. I cried. 5. After thinking about it. 6. I was so thin. 7. I will call you. 8. Do you want? 9. My little brother. 10. He dreams of. And the choices from column B is A. To keep my secret. B. When I get home. C. My notes. D. When I was a kid. E. Started late. F. Is my greatest talent. G. Whenever I watch pitiful scenes. H. I'd like to join in your group. I. Becoming a successful nurse. And J. Hides under his bed every morning. Day 3. Learning Task 5. Write CS if the sentence is complete and write IS if the sentence is incomplete on page 29. Number 1. Because it is already damaged. Number 2. They had a wonderful time during their vacation in Baguio City. Number 3. Into the woods. Number 4. She speaks fluently. Number 5. The beautiful and wide room of my dearest cousin. Number 6. Many Filipinos love watching Korean dramas. Number 7. I have lived in Dasmariñas City for 5 years. Number 8. To my great surprise. Number 9. Many students are fond of using gadgets. Number 10. I adore you. Day 4. Learning Task 6. Identify what is being asked in each statement. Choose the letter of the best answer. Page 30. Number 1. It begins with a capital letter and ends with a period, a question mark, or an exclamation point. A. Clause. B. Phrase. C. Sentence. Or D. Subject. Number 2. Which among the following is an example of a phrase? A. Almost over you. B. I care for you. C. When you lie. Or D. You are my sunshine. Number 3. A group of words that contains subject and verb is called A. Noun. B. Phrase. C. Sentence. Or D. Clause. 4. It usually consists of articles, prepositions, or noun. A. Clause. B. Verb. C. Phrase. Or D. Sentence. Number 5. Which among the following is an example of a clause? A. Joanne loves to sing and dance. B. Inside the big room of my brother. C. Because I value so much. Or D. I will always be your friend. Number 6. Group of words that has a subject and verb but the thought or idea is not complete. A. Subject. B. Clause. C. Phrase. Or D. Sentence. Number 7. I came here. This word group is an example of A. Clause. B. Phrase. C. Noun. Or D. Sentence. Number 8. It is composed of one or more than one clause. A. Verb. B. Clause. C. Phrase. Or D. Sentence. Number 9. In the sentence, because he lives, I can face tomorrow. What is the independent clause? A. Because he lives, I can. B. I can face. C. Because he lives. D. I can face tomorrow. Number 10. What word group contains a subject and predicate and expresses a complete thought? A. Sentence. B. Clause. C. Noun. Or D. Phrase. There you have it! You have successfully gone through week 6 of quarter 1. Congratulations! Just make sure that you will complete the answers in all the learning tasks before the submission. If you have comments or suggestions, you may reach out to your subject teacher through text message, call, or group chat in Messenger. And please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to be updated on our new videos. You can also like and share our videos so that other grade 7 students can also watch and learn. Bye! See you on our next session. Happy learning!